That evening, you called my name. I turned and saw you by the road. We had met only once before. Still talking felt easy that night. You asked how long I planned to stay. I said only through the weekend. By Sunday, neither one of us wanted to speak about goodbye. We made no plans for September. We never asked what would come next. Still every hour of that week felt as though it belonged to you. Summer we once shared comes back clear to me. Not better than it truly was, just clear enough to see us there. Before your calls grew short, before our plans came to an end, summer we once shared was real. By August, harder questions came. Your new job took you far away. My mother needed me near home. Neither choice could wait till winter. We tried to find another way. Then one evening you spoke first. We could not choose the same life. For years I called it bad timing. Later I've named the distance. Now I know we both chose well. You moved for work, I stayed near home. Neither choice was meant to hurt. Summer we once shared comes back clear to me. No less real because it ended. We were right for those few months. Though we chose two different lives, I still recall our last goodbye. Summer we once shared stays with me. I would not change the life I chose. I would not erase that summer. You stopped when the rain cleared. Crowds passed by. You asked whether I was waiting. I answered without a pause. Then both of us began to laugh together. You told me your name without looking away. I forgot where I had meant to go. We walked until the streets grew dark. Neither of us wanted to leave. You spoke about the life you wanted. I told you what I feared to lose. Before we reached the next street, I knew we would meet again. Summer found us before we were ready, and changed the meaning of one evening. You asked if I would come tomorrow. I answered before I could hesitate. No promise had been spoken then, but when we turned to leave each other, we both knew we would return. Our second meeting lasted past sunset. By July we met whenever we could. You learned when I needed silence. I stayed when you began to doubt us. We disagreed, then stayed and listened. We spoke about the years ahead. By August, parting felt impossible. When the easy days are over, we will still choose one another. Summer found us before we were ready, but we were ready when it mattered. We chose to face what came after August, even knowing harder days would come. If distance came, we would keep riding. If sorrow came, we would stay close. When summer ended, we stayed together. Neither would leave the other alone. You held my hand and answered yes. We looked toward the years ahead, certain we had chosen well. 2 days were ours, nothing beyond Sunday was promised. Saturday began with us already laughing. Hours passed unnoticed. Every plan became another reason to stay. We left the week behind. We walked until the afternoon cooled. You spoke more freely as we went. By evening, neither wished to leave. No answer was needed that day, only more time together. We stayed close without naming it. Each hour changed how we felt. Sunday still felt far away. Sunday morning changed the way we spoke. You counted the hours before leaving. We said less than the day before. Every pause lasted a little longer. The coast looked exactly as before, but our time there was ending, and neither knew what came next. By afternoon, leaving became unavoidable. You had to return that evening. The time we had was nearly gone. We made no plans we returned to separate lives. But distance could not lessen what had begun. We knew our feelings would not disappear. The weekend ended before we were ready. Weekend by the ocean. Months passed without another meeting. Later, our conversations lost their ease. Neither asked when we would meet again. Still, those 2 days stayed clear to me. Longer seasons never felt as full. The weekend ended as planned. Nothing erased what happened there. 2 days outlasted years. Nothing made that season different. Your laughter changed the pace of every day. Warm days meant little until we began to spend them together. We met without deciding what came next. Yet each goodbye came later than planned. By August, neither wanted to leave. The weeks began to move too fast. What seemed endless soon began to run out. We never spoke about autumn. We only asked for one more day. You made that ordinary season ours. Morning meant another day with you. We kept finding reasons not to part. Even the hardest days felt too brief. You told me how you wanted to live. You knew when I had more to say. Before August ended, we chose each other. From then on, those weeks had one name: season called love. Autumn came before we planned what followed. Distance changed every plan we made. Calls grew shorter as the weeks went on. Our separate lives left little time. No single mistake divided us. Neither knew when to ask for more. By winter, neither one came back. By spring, we were building lives apart. Other summers came with different plans. I could speak of us without blame. With time, our ending made more sense. Yet August always brought those weeks back. No later season ever meant the same. That ordinary season once was ours. Now mornings start without seeing you. We stopped making the same plans. Still August means what it meant then. Our ending no longer needs an answer. Your life went on apart from mine. I do not ask to start again. I would not undo the years since then. We both moved on and let it end, but time never changed what those weeks meant. August returns, and I say it plainly. I still call that season by one name. Season called love. Near the entrance you passed alone. White sleeves caught sunlight. You slowed as the platform grew empty, then looked once toward me. A train arrived before either moved. The doors opened. You let the waiting crowd go first for a few seconds. Neither of us left. Then you turned toward the far exit. You walked as if someone was waiting at each crossing. You checked behind. Once our eyes met again, I took one step forward, then another train cut off my view. No name was spoken, I never called out to you. I stayed where you had seen me long after you were gone. The next evening I returned alone. I watched each person leaving the train. The same hour passed without you. I came again before the week ended. No one dressed in white came through. No one looked back the way you did. I kept thinking what I should have asked, but there was no one left to answer. Did you live near that station? Had you noticed me before? Would Would you have stopped if I had called? Did you also look back once? Did you remember seeing me? I wanted one more chance to meet you, long enough to say hello, long enough to hear your answer, long enough to learn your name. We had not spoken a single word, still I returned at the same hour, thinking you might pass there again. Years later, I no longer know the date, I no longer recall which train arrived, but I can still see your face. I watched you leave without speaking. I never asked your name. Driving south before sunrise, the highway opened past the town. Your voice kept rising over the turning wheels. Nothing could slow us down. We followed every bend toward the coast. The distance felt smaller beside you. Each mile made silence easier. By noon, I knew something had changed. Farther from where we began, closer to what neither had named. The road kept drawing us forward, no reason to turn around, only the sea ahead. Clouds moved slowly above the hills. You asked what I feared most. I answered more honestly than before. Then you told me why you stayed. The words came without any warning, yet nothing in them felt strange. We stopped pretending this was friendship. The coast appeared as you reached for me. On the road toward the sea, we found what we had avoided. The truth grew clearer as we drove. Every answer changed what came next. Before the water came into view, I already knew I loved you. You said the future frightened you. I said leaving frightened me more. Neither promised what we could not know. Neither asked the other to wait. We only chose that day together, and let the choice become enough. On the road toward the sea, we gave our closeness a name. The miles behind us no longer mattered. What waited ahead no longer scared us. Before the shoreline opened wide, before our journey reached its end, we knew the road had changed our lives. The sea was not the answer. Arrival changed nothing between us. What mattered was the way there, and who we became on that road. Summer held us close. Each time I tried to speak, I turned away. Your eyes stayed on mine. Then I smiled and let it pass. We knew each other well. You told me what kept you awake. One answer never came out. When you asked what I was hiding, I gave you half an answer and let that chance go by. More than a friend, please stay with me. I waited because I loved you. Your voice could calm me down. The thought of losing you, I wanted you beside me. By late August you pulled away. Our talks grew shorter each week. You stopped waiting when I paused. Another man said how he felt. He asked you to share his life. You said yes before I spoke. When I heard, I knew too late. I had lost my chance to speak. Words never spoken hid the truth from you. Every word was real. I feared the answer you might give, so I let you leave. Had I spoken, I would have said you were more than just my friend. stood there after years apart. You stood beside me. Neither of us moved at first. Then you smiled the way you used to. I said your name too slowly. You answered in that low tone. For one brief second, we spoke as easily as we once had. We spoke about simple things, what kind of work we did, who had moved away, which plans had changed, and never named the reason we were careful. We met again near the end of August, not as strangers, not the people we had been. We spoke the way we had years ago. Every pause made us remember why we parted. We both had things we had never said, but neither of us called it love. You had built a life I never knew. I had learned to live without you. You spoke with more care now. I listened without looking away. We saw how much our lives had changed, yet neither had forgotten the other. You no longer hid your hurt. I no longer blamed you for leaving. The anger was gone, but I still care. We met again that August by chance. Nothing about the moment felt simple. I watched your face for an answer. I waited too long to speak. We had changed in ways we both could see, yet neither of us stepped away. I almost asked to start again. You looked ready to answer. One evening could not settle all those years. So I told you I still care. I said what I had held back. You stayed and met my eyes. The evening ended with no decision. You gave no final answer. Neither of us turned to leave. We stayed there a little longer. Closer than a friend to me. You read my face when I had a hard day. I knew when you held back, we always found time to meet. You called when you felt low. I stayed until you felt calm. Our friends could see how close we were, but we said we were just friends. We said we were just friends. They kept us from asking more. When they asked about you and me, we laughed and moved on. Your call came each morning. We spoke again Then you called me less each week. I kept my words too short. Our talks would end too soon. You gave me time to speak. I let each moment pass. We were closer than a friend. We both knew it was more. I missed you while you were still near. You saw me turn away. I always came to you first. We both knew what it was, but we never closer than a friend was not enough. You were the one I chose each time. I should have asked you to stay. I lost you because I said nothing. What we had was love. I know that now, too late. I heard you chose a new life with him. The news came late last week. I read it twice, then I laid my phone down. No one saw my hand shake. I said I was glad for you. I went outside and shut the door. I could not catch my breath. Your name was on the screen. I tried to smile for our friends, but I could not say your name. Only weeks before you called me, you asked if I still lived alone. I said work took all my time. You paused, then said my name. I knew what you wanted then. Still, I gave no answer. That spring, you came by after work. We ate where we once met. You said you might move far away. I said that might be best. You watched me for a long time. I looked down and said you'd be fine. Years before we met in summer, rain fell near the station. You held your coat above my head. We walked beyond my street. You laughed when I turned back. I hope he says it while he can. I will let you live your new life. I erased the note I wrote. My chance to speak is gone. I knew I loved you far too late. Friday passed without your call. You said you'd call by Sunday night. Sunday passed too. Then Monday ended with no word from you. I told myself your plans had changed. I found a reason for each delay. By midweek, none of them seemed true. Still I kept your promise in mind and planned what I would say. I waited one more day, I waited one more week, I waited after every reason failed. Friends asked why you stayed away. I said you had been busy. They heard the doubt I tried to hide. I stopped defending what you left unclear. Another week passed. By then I knew you would not call. Still, I could not admit we were over. 3 weeks passed, then 4. By late August, the evenings turned cool. Still, no call ever came. You never said that you were sorry. You promised meant less each time it came to mind. By then I knew we were already over. The call that never came was the answer you had given. Each morning I thought you might tell me why. Each evening ended just the same. I defended you long after you stopped trying. No answer would change what I knew. I could not wait another day. That was when I made my choice. I would not wait to hear from you. I stopped making plans for your return. I stopped defending you to our friends. I made plans that did not include you. The next morning began like any other, yet I had stopped counting every hour. I thought of you once before noon. Then I did what I had planned. I did not need to hear your reason. I did not need you to agree. did not change my mind. I will not wait again. This time I choose to leave. The old station stands ahead. Its worn sign still shows the town name. Heat rises from the road. No one I know waits by the gate. I take the path we used before. Most of the shops are different now. One narrow street still reaches the river. I walk down it alone today. No one here knows why I came. The years have changed this place. A new bridge replaced the old one. New homes cover the empty field. Yet I know each turn I slow down near where we once met. Where old love waits, I thought that you might still be there. Standing where we said goodbye, ready to say we chose too soon. But I only recall how we spoke, and every choice we made back then. Our promise ended long ago. This place still shows where we once stood. One August day you arrived first. Your shirt was wet from sudden rain. You smiled and reached for my hands. I said I had nearly stayed home. We crossed the bridge before rain fell again. You told me what you hoped to do. I listened as if I would go too. I see the woman I was then. She believes each word you say. She thinks you will come back someday. She does not know how far you will go. I understand her better now. was never waiting here. I came back for the woman I was. She was the one I needed to find, where old love waits. Late in June, I reached that town. The station faced the sea. You waited beside the narrow road, then you walked with me toward the square. We talked until the shops had closed. You showed me where you used to go. By morning, I had changed my plans. By autumn, we had made our plans. That winter, we shared one small room. By spring, we saved what we could. The next summer, we returned. We knew when the other needed space. For years, we thought we would stay. Then work took you farther north. My family needed me at home. You asked me to come with you. I said I could not leave. We spent 6 months living apart. Calls grew shorter every week. Our visits ended earlier each time. One night we stopped making plans. The first year hurt the most. By the next year, I slept again. Town where love began. I do not ask to go back. We meant every word we said. Though you left and I stayed home, those years changed how I lived. I remember what was good. Town where love began. I never went back to find you. I knew you had moved away. I kept the good and left the blame. I am thankful that we met, thankful for the room we shared, thankful for those summer days. They were enough for me. I am glad those days were ours. Even now, I can say, town where love began. Today, the island seems smaller to me. Time has changed my view. When summer comes back, when I say its name, nothing draws me back. Boats cross the bay at dawn, others walk the road we knew. I see the two of us again. First I see your hand over the rail. The boat came near the shore. We put our bags beside the bed. You laughed at all the things we brought. We had 7 full days ahead. We missed the bus and climbed the hill. You held the map upside down. I laughed until I lost my breath. We paid our last few coins for bread. We ate beside the sea at noon. We woke before the room grew hot. We swam until the sun went low. At night we talked about our plans. We never asked how long it would last. That week was all we needed then. Island of our youth, I see it now. It was not the harbor or the sea. It was how young we were together. I miss how easy mornings felt, how we could change our plans by noon. We thought we had so much time before we chose 2 different lives. After college we chose different towns. Our calls grew shorter every month. We stopped asking when we would meet. Neither of us asked to come back. I heard you married years ago. You raised a family by the coast. I built a life I would not trade. On August mornings the sky turns that blue. For one moment I see us there again, still naming all the places we would go. The island seems smaller now than before. I remember who we were there. We had not chosen who we would become.